I'm Dave Froelich. Thanks for watching this CrimeWatch YouTube exclusive, where we take a look back at recent crime stories that have been making headlines in our area and across the state. People in Hays County have been rallying around the families impacted by the recent deadly bus crash. That crash happened in Bastrop County when a concrete truck veered into a Hays CISD bus carrying preschoolers. 5-year-old Ulysses Rodriguez Montoya, who was on the bus, and a driver in another car were killed. Fox 7 Austin's Lauren Rangel has more from Tom Green Elementary School in Buda.
Stuffed animals fill the base of a growing memorial.
I can't believe it, especially pre-K.
A heartbreaking reminder of the loss of a young life.
No one wants to hear what we had to hear.
The boy, a preschooler on board a Tom Green Elementary School bus, died Friday after a collision with a concrete truck in Bastrop County. A man who was driving a third vehicle behind the bus was also killed. Hays CISD says 3 staff members and 2 students are still in the hospital.
It can hit home to anybody, and it hit here too hard, you know. It's not fair.
The district also sharing that the bus did not have seatbelts on it. Texas began requiring all buses purchased in 2017 and later to have seatbelts. The bus was a 2011 model. Out of the district's 200 bus fleet, it says only 40 have seatbelts. A representative for the district adds they don't know if a seatbelt would have made a difference for the student who died in the crash. But the district will discuss accelerating its bus replacement process in an upcoming meeting. Back at Tom Green, neighbors are still trying to process the shock.
I just wanted to be sure and do something to show that I was thinking about them and supported the school.
A GoFundMe is also supporting the families to help with funeral and other unexpected expenses. It raised more than $20,000 in less than 24 hours.
That just kind of goes to show how amazing this staff, these teachers, these students, these families are, how strong this community is, because there's nobody more deserving than the people at Tom Green.
In the face of tragedy, small acts of support, also a demonstration of great strength.
That's what our community is about.
Tom Green Elementary canceled classes on Monday, but March 25th, but left doors open to those seeking trauma counseling. The GoFundMe that's been set up for funeral services has now raised more than $80,000. Travis County Sheriff's deputies have arrested a man accused of murdering his father. The suspect's been identified as 19-year-old Quentin Irvin Davis. On March 24th, deputies found 61-year-old Dwan Davis with gunshot wounds at a bus stop on Hog-Eye Road. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators searched his home at the nearby Community First neighborhood, and they're waiting on the results of an autopsy. Meanwhile, his son has been charged with murder. Texas DPS is investigating a hit and run that happened in February on FM 969. 56-year-old Michael McCauley was killed in the crash. He was in Texas because he was trying to bail his son out of jail. He was accused of threatening to kill President Biden and Elon Musk. Fox 7 Austin's Meredith Aldis has that story.
My dad was my best friend.
56-year-old Michael McCauley.
He was a hard worker. He was loving, compassionate about his family.
And would do anything to help his family.
Although our family did not want him to go, he wanted to go and try and get my brother out.
Out of jail, his son, Justin McCauley, was in the Travis County Jail for threatening to kill the president and Elon Musk.
He wanted to help his child.
So he traveled from Michigan to Austin.
He brought together a bunch of money to get my brother out, so that left him with very little to live off of in Austin. So he was sleeping in his car at Walmart.
On the night of February 7th, McCauley went to Sign Bar off FM 969. When he was leaving and got back to his car,
we believe that his battery died and he was trying to flag on 969 for a jump, and he was unable to get that. He ended up getting hit 2 times by 2 different cars, and they were hit and runs.
He was found dead at around 3:30 in the morning.
My dad loved food trucks, and he loved church, and he died right in the road in the middle of both of them.
and he was never able to get his son out of jail. So Amber McCauley had to break the news to her brother.
Completely destroyed. I've never experienced pain like that in my life. I mean, the last words that man said to me were, "It's my job to get you out of there, son. I love you. I'm going to see you tomorrow." And that was the phone call. And then he got killed that night.
Amber McCauley says she immediately flew to Texas to try to figure out what happened to her father.
The police were not helpful at all.
And she says she still knows very little.
My dad got killed, and I don't know anything besides that. He got killed in a hit and run.
Texas DPS says no arrests have been made and the investigation is ongoing. If you have information that can help in this investigation, call Texas DPS. Meredith Aldis, Fox 7 Austin, Crime Watch.
TMZ has released video of a bar fight involving former Texas quarterback Vince Young inside a bar in Houston back on February 2nd. You can see Young wearing a white hat, black shirt, and shorts. The argument turned physical with a group of men seen pushing one another. Young seemed to be trying to help calm things down until the group moved to the other side of the bar, where Young was sucker punched and knocked out. He appeared to stay on the ground for a few minutes. The Houston Police Department was called out, but it's not clear if anyone was arrested. Young, of course, led the Longhorns to a national championship back in 2005. One man is dead after a shooting in Austin on March 23rd. Just after 9:30, Austin police got calls about shots being fired at the Patton West apartment complex on Wickersham Lane. Officers found a man who'd been shot dead at the scene. Police believe this is an isolated incident. It's Austin's 14th homicide of 2024. If you have any information about the crime, you're asked to please call APD. We have an update on a home invasion in North Austin that was caught on camera. 3 suspects were arrested and 1 more is still on the run. In October, the break-in was caught on a doorbell cam. Once inside, the men reportedly stole electronics from the apartment. 31-year-old Abraham Rodriguez was the first one arrested on November on robbery, gun, and drug charges. 2 more suspects were arrested after that. 18-year-olds Corby Hemphill and Isaac Trevino each face 2 counts of aggravated robbery. Hemphill was arrested earlier in the month. Trevino's been in the Hays County jail since early November on unrelated drug charges. The victims were home at the time and say they were forced to jump out of a broken window to escape. One victim says they suffered a broken foot. The other tore tendons in his arms from bashing the window open.
It cut to the bone whenever I punched the window out, and I had to have emergency surgery. I hope I get full recovery, but it's not looking like it right now.
It's almost like a scene out of a movie. The way they came in was not really worth some laptops.
Still looking for this man, the one who was seen kicking open the victim's door and the first one to enter. If you know anything, you're asked to please call Austin Police. Well, police have identified a pedestrian who was killed after being hit by a pickup. Happened around 10:30 on March 2nd on North Lamar near the intersection with Rutland Drive. Jose Hernandez Patlan died at the scene. APD says the driver of the pickup was not impaired and cooperated with the investigation. Finally, a car smashed into a school in North Austin, and police say a teacher was behind the wheel. Plywood covered the front entrance of T.A. Brown Elementary near I-35 and 183. That crash happened a little after 1 in the morning on March 21st. The sound was so jarring it woke several people up, like Peggy Burghardt, who lives in the neighborhood next to the school.
And I heard it kind of like shook, and I thought, that's weird for in the middle of the night for something to shake, and that's what startled me.
Investigators haven't released the name of the driver, but they did confirm the person is a teacher at T.A. Brown Elementary. The incident is still under investigation. Well, thanks for watching the Fox 7 Austin Crime Watch YouTube exclusive. Our Crime Watch stories run each Monday on Fox 7 Austin News at 9. If you miss them, you can watch them anytime on our new Fox Local Connected TV app, which is free to download. And you can watch on multiple platforms like Roku and Apple TV. Scroll down from the live player and look for the Crime Watch section. Now, for more on the stories highlighted in this episode, you can head to our website, fox7austin.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the Fox 7 Austin YouTube channel.